All right, we're rolling. It's the Upper Bay Podcast. If you're new here, we appreciate you checking us out. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, and hopefully by the new year on Apple Podcasts as well. If you're not new here, we appreciate you coming back for another episode. Your support means the world to us, so we can't thank you enough for that. Today, from a long distance down south on the Western Shore, we got Mr. the Dawg, James Avedon. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. What's going on?
Nothing. I really appreciate you driving all the way up here. I know
Yeah,
it was,
man. Appreciate you having me.
a fucking haul. So when I've been driving, I was like, we've been trying to get you up here for a while. And then just by coincidence, I started working down there. And I was telling my wife, I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. This guy has to drive all the way up here because I'm just miserable on this drive every day. It's like, oh, can't believe I'm making him drive up here.
Yeah, like I said, we're an hour from anywhere and it's always traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I can't imagine what that bridge is like during the summertime.
You know, it ain't that bad as long as you know how to work it.
Right.
But yeah, if you're on the wrong end of it, you're going to be there a while.
Yeah.
The good news is you got a nice view. That's about it.
Yeah, fair. I was also like, every time I drive over that thing, I'm like, man, if by some reason I just slipped the wheel and went that way, like that's a long ways down, dude.
Man, like I've been there since 97. I've crossed that bridge so many times. I'm scared of heights.
Really?
100%.
You don't get anxiety driving over that thing?
I can drive over that thing with my eyes closed. Been over it so many times. Yeah, it ain't bad at all.
Fair. Well, we got Mason in the house today too. Unfortunately, the Riz, he's traveling. He's down in Florida, so he can't be here. So I'll drink one for him. But I'm sure he's listening. So no, we'll get right into it, man. I mean, it's just been I've followed you on social media for probably about 2 years now, and dude, I will have to say you are Mr. Consistent. It feels like everyone's I mean, like when we first started this podcast, like you were one of the guys I sent to him, like, dude, we need to have this guy on just because like your story, you always posting stories on Instagram, like talking about your hunts and stuff like that. And you're super knowledgeable. And then, like I say, you're just consistent, man. You just kill every year. It feels like.
Well, it's because I'm hard-headed.
Fair.
If you're hard-headed and you got enough time, you can do anything.
That is a big key. We also talked about that. It's like, man, just time in the stand.
Oh, yeah.
It will do wonders for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've hunted every day of gun season just about, and I've seen a grand total of 4 deer. So
wow,
put that into perspective.
That is a
if I had to hunt one day of gun season,
wow,
I'd probably be out of it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if that'd be tough, dude. That's like you. I mean, you've been grinding too and haven't seen much.
Yeah, that's 9 since I haven't seen a deer.
Yeah, it's been brutal, man.
Just looking for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
that's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is get in front of one.
Yeah,
I'm just looking
like bowling. All you gotta do is knock the pins down. It ought to be the easiest thing in the world.
Right. It feels like that, right? It's like, man, if I just go to this one spot that I know they're always at, it'll be there, and then they're never there.
Oh yeah, yeah. You go in thinking, oh, this is it. This is it. This is the shit. I'm gonna kill him.
Right.
3 hours later, you're walking out.
Yep.
You're mad. Yeah. Go home and you're like, what the hell went wrong? I don't understand. And then it's like, well, just go back.
That's every
Keep going
hunt.
back.
Every hunt for me. I'm like, God, I just don't understand. Like, setup was perfect, wind was perfect, weather's perfect. Like, where are they?
Perfect because mine are more like wind swirling together. Yeah, this is great. Oh, doe blue. Yeah, this is lovely. This is great. This is fun.
Yeah. I hunted that. We had that 2-day cold front in like the heat of the rut, and we were talking. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take those 2 days off. And Mason's like, you know, it's supposed to blow like 50, right? I'm like,
yeah.
Well, I didn't. Now I do, and I've already taken time off work, so I'm going. I'm going anyways. You know, I was like,
gotta do it.
God, it's just. That's what it feels like. It's like for me, it's not so much the wind swirling. It's just like I can't get away from the 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts, man.
Oh, I know it.
And they just don't want to seem to move in that stuff.
I know it. I hunt a lot of flat open hardwoods, man, and trying to play thermals into that with any amount of wind, it's a nightmare.
Right.
Absolutely, it's an absolute nightmare. It's like if you can't get that nice crystal clear morning when the pressure's up and it's just thermals are perfect rising, or at least get like a steady 4 mile an hour wind,
right?
Something like that where it's actually blowing one way for most of the time. It's like you just sit there and just beat your head against the tree.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it feels. I mean, I do that every hunt anyways. I'm like, God damn it, God, please.
Yeah, you just got.
I'm just on the drive there. Fun. Please, just one deer.
Someone's got to give
eventually, but so what do you? So you're fishing right now, technically. Like, is that what you're doing during the wintertime?
Yeah, so that's that's my bread and butter. We charter fish till about December 1st or so, and then we switch gears and run sea duck parties all winter.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
Nice. That's cool. Are you the captain or are you a mate?
I'm a mate that is a captain. So,
Okay. So just you, I guess.
No, I work for Jesse Bolton. Been working for him for the last 5 years. Been charter fishing for the last 10.
Gotcha.
Hopping around on boats and running boats and mating and all like that.
Right.
But
and when does the striper fishing usually like shut down?
I should know the end date, but I cannot remember for the life of me. I want to say the 7th or the 9th, something like that. It gets slow this time of year, though.
Right.
The fishing gets better and better, and it's like people don't want to go out in the cold, so
right.
wind up deer hunting.
Yeah. I used to sea duck hunt every year out of Tillman Island. And when I was a kid, we always did cast and blast. So,
yeah.
So we'd hunt sea ducks in the morning, and then the afternoon we'd fish rockfish.
Right.
And like, probably in the last 10 years, it's just become just shooting sea ducks because, like, I don't know, like specifically where this guy fishes, like it just seems like it's not worth it because there's not much fish around.
Well, it's just, it changes. It used to be where the ducks were kind of near the fish, like to a certain point. You go out on Sharp Island Flat, go kill your scoters, and then about 9 o'clock the birds get up off the hook or somewhere, and there you go, boys, put them over, and we're done.
Right. Right.
And we saw a lot of good fishing this year in the fall.
Yeah.
I know the fishery is what it is, but you would not know it by the way it was. Right. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
You got 30 miles of open bay, and there's bird shows everywhere, and everybody's catching. Ray Charles could catch one.
Right.
It's like, how's that possible? Where do they go in June?
Right. That's the complaint I hear all the time, especially from, there's a guy that's super vocal. His name's Rob. I don't know his last name. You might know him, but he's like constantly going to all the political meetings and stuff about the fishery and all that. And like,
his voice going to be heard.
And and that's what he says all the time. He's like, they keep putting these restrictions on the fishery, and it's just getting better and better. It's like,
well, from the way I see it, we got a fair amount of slot fish, and we got a lot of big fish in the system, and it's the in between that's the problem.
Right.
Whatever that's worth. I've seen the same thing in the winter. The last 5 years have just been better and better and better and better. So I don't know what to make of that. I know you can't quantify a fishery by actual fishing, right? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And I gotta think it's like somewhat of the fishery too. Like the health of the bay has got to be getting better if the fish are
astronomically. Yeah. When I was a kid, oh my god, dude! Like I grew up on the Magathie. Like you don't swim in the Magathie. Now you can go out there, and there's actually clean water. There's oyster reefs. There's all kind of stuff now.
Yeah.
But it's funny. We go down to August or to Solomon's in August and September. We go down there cobia fishing, red drum, mackerel, big bluefish, whatever. And it's like the prettiest, greenest water, like just beautiful, beautiful green bay. And in 5 years of being down there and trolling hoses around for cobia, ask me how many rockfish we've caught.
How many?
0.
Really?
Not one.
Wow. That's surprising.
It's crazy. But you get down the islands in there in the summertime, and there's a shallow water fishery. The Potomac's got its own deal, but there's it's amazing how much that's changed. When I was a kid, I think the first rockfish I ever caught was fishing out of Scheibels at Point Lookout. And that was, I believe we were chumming on the coral where we cobia fish now. It's like 20 years, 25 years of change. It's just crazy what happens.
Food's changed, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're not catching big ones up here during the summer, but you catch we call them schoolies, So, fun ones to catch, but nothing crazy during the summertime. Up here, it's the springtime. That's fun for us. Well, used to be fun.
Well, yeah. So there's always that.
Yeah. But it's nice because that job does allow you to have so much time during hunting season.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it's
a blessing, man. I actually had to have a come to Jesus meeting with myself. I was chasing a big deer that I've been chasing for like 4 years, and to just beat myself up mentally, physically for like literally 3 weeks to the point of like, this is not fun. This is dumb. I hate this. And it was like, I had to smack myself. I'm like, this is supposed to be fun.
Right.
You got like the luckiest job in the world. And then on top of that, you have all the time in the world to go deer hunting.
Yeah.
Like, fucking enjoy it.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and dude, I have that same talk like with myself, every year too. And I think a lot of people do is like you get so stuck on like those big deer that
They'll drive you insane, man.
right. And it's like you gotta sometimes it's nice to just go back to like why did I even start hunting in the first place? That's why I need to be hunting.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, and I mean, we talked about it, some people just like get so stuck on like, I'm not shooting this. I want a mega, I want a mega. And it's like, come on, man, like just have some fun. Like shoot that one.
We all want a mega. I don't know any 8-year-old kid that loves hunting that doesn't want to shoot a big buck.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that's a lot of problem too, is like anymore, like those 8-year-olds are getting spoiled on their first ones with a mega, and they don't know what it's like to have to grind it for a good buck.
I feel like there's so many people that are like so stuck on I got to kill that 150. They're not killing any does. They're not killing any 3-year-olds.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Then they make a stupid shot on the 150,
absolutely. There's a lot to be
or
said.
they just get discouraged and stop hunting. It's like, you just got to keep killing it, keep your head in the game, and keep getting better. I feel like.
Not gonna lie to you, that thing's personal. Was that direction where it's not? I'm just kidding. No, and I know exactly what you mean because I've been there. I've been multiple seasons. Like in January, like, oh shit, we got 4 weeks left, and I have no meat in the freezer. Like I don't like. I should have been shooting does all season, and now I'm grinding to try to get 1 or 2 does. And it's all because like all season I was like, I'm just trying to hunt this one buck, and then it just never pans out. And then like I said, then
until the one time that it does.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But
until the one time that it does.
But you also have a good point. Like you just need to shoot some does because like this year for me is a perfect example. Like if you don't shoot those does, like you have no practice. Like anybody can shoot a target in their backyard, but it's not the same. You, the more does you shoot, the better you get, the more comfortable you are. And then when that big one does come in, like, okay, now you've got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got it down to a science. I mean, I shot that one this year in the shoulder and, no excuses, but like, if I had been shooting more does the last several seasons, like I would have been more fine tuned than I was in this one moment I've waited 3 years for,
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough when the pressure's on.
Right.
Oh, absolutely, man. But I'll tell you this, the more does that you shoot and whatever, it's just reps.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I first, so I'll back up a little bit. When I was like 16 or 17, I got my first bow and I didn't practice. I didn't do nothing. I was the king of leg shots. Legitimately.
Nice.
Legitimately. I crippled a lot of deer. So like it got me right out of bow hunting. And I went back. I was actually guiding out in Kansas, and guy I worked for, Zach White, he was trying to kill his first deer. And through that whole thing, it kind of got me like, man, I want to go kill a nice buck with a bow,
Mm-hmm.
So I got back into it the first year. I practiced a lot and, worked on my form a lot and everything else. And the first good opportunity I had was on the ground. And I had a buck walk into 3 yards. I couldn't get a shot before he was 3 yards. Long story short, I backstrapped him. And it was like, okay, if you're going to do this, you need to everything has to change. It's either right or you don't shoot.
Right.
And you're going to practice and you're going to practice some more and you're going to practice some more and you're going to shoot does and you're going to just practice.
Right.
It's like if I can kill a handful of does a year with my bow, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it just makes it that much better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Get within 15 yards of a big doe.
Oh, yeah.
I am not proud. I will post a doe picture any day of the week. I love does.
Yeah.
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 A lot more relaxing.
Yeah. That is for sure. That is for sure.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's good too that you had that moment where you're like, okay, if this is what I'm going to do, I need to tune into this. I need to hone in on this skill.
Oh, 100%.
Because there's a lot of people that would not do that. They just keep wounding deer, or they take the easy way out with a crossbow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in today's age.
100%.
Had thrown in there.
Oh, yeah. Say less.
Everything.
But yeah, I mean, it's just social media has done a number on hunting for sure. And I think maybe you put this in your post when you killed your buck just a couple days ago. I don't know if it was you or if it was maybe somebody else I saw talking about it, but it's like social media has just put this this weight on hunters. I feel like where you have to you have to keep in line with everybody else. You know, you're seeing all these big deer killed, you know, you're seeing all these stories, all this, everything unfolding. And you feel like there's all this pressure. Like, man, I want to do that. You know, like I want to be able to post pictures, you know, I want, you know, I want that big one on the wall when, like we said, it just comes down to like, okay, take a step back. Like I got into hunting because like, I like chasing these animals. It's fun to shoot them. Yeah. You gotta just be like,
you gotta hunt like you.
Right. Exactly. You gotta hunt like you. You just gotta be willing to go in there and just have fun, be relaxed, and shoot something.
That's the side of it there that you'll never hear a lot about is like just the social media presence. Because I don't care who you are, if it's November 7th and you haven't killed a buck and you just happen to open your phone, it seems like the entire world, but you has shot a buck. And I don't care who you are. You might say it doesn't bother you, but that bothers you.
Oh, it bothers me a lot. It bothers me a lot, especially being in a group text with that one.
Oh yeah,
you know that. He's also Mr. Consistent. You know, it's like it's hard to be friends with good killers, man.
I don't know.
But so last year, let's see if I can get this right. Last year, you got one in gun season, right? Late.
Yep.
Off the ground.
Yep.
Was it just that one last year?
No, I shot one. Actually right before I went to Kansas last year.
Okay. And I want to talk about Kansas too, so we'll come back to that. But
yeah,
we'll so the one you had gotten late, it was late season, right?
Yeah, it was 8th or 9th of December, something like that. Second week of gun season, anyway.
You had been chasing that one, right? You had history with that one.
Yep. Had his match set of sheds. Actually, a buddy of mine found them the year before. Ended up finding the sheds 150 yards from where I killed him.
Oh wow,
which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
But
so how much history? Like how old was that deer?
He was 5.5. I had him aged. I actually didn't see him the year before, and I really didn't know the deer, but I guess he either was there that I didn't know about, or he just happened to move in. But I seen him in September one evening. I went back to glass, and that was kind of all I needed to see. There was a big bachelor group out there, and there was this giant 8-pointer just running around. It was like, look at that thing. You know what I mean? Right. And from then on, it was just pretty much 100% on that deer. I had a couple big deer I was chasing on public, and try to split up everything best I can. I kind of figured out a few years ago that it's like the more options you have, like kind of the more good hunts you can have, just in the fact that you can keep pressure off of here, you can keep pressure off of this, you can, you know what I mean? You bounce back and forth a lot easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I came close on him a couple times, and then got to be like mid-October. The thing that screwed me up with him was I saw him every sit.
Oh wow!
Coming out to a bean field, it wasn't like every other sit or like saw him one time. It was literally every time I was there, he was there.
Wow!
But I couldn't get him inside of 60 yards, no matter what I did. Damn. And I said, well, I got something for his ass. Muzzleloader season's coming.
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna reach out and touch your ass. You know what I mean? So I went down and I bought a new muzzleloader and had one of those little junky factory scopes on it. And I'm like, I only need it for the weekend. I only need it for the weekend. I don't care. Then I'll put something nice on it.
Right.
Well, it took me 3 shots on a lead sled to get it sighted in. It was like, inch high at 100 or something. I'm like, oh, yep, we're good.
Yeah.
100%. Go out to hunt him. And first evening, I didn't see him. Matter of fact, I don't think I saw a deer. And then the second evening, it was all hot and muggy and one of those weird, like, I don't even know why I'm going to the tree stand. There ain't gonna be nothing move out here today,
right,
especially coming to food. And I was wrong. Every deer in the farm came out that night. And he waltzed right into about 60 yards. And I watched him for 30 minutes. And I was like, man, he's broadside enough right there. 60 yards. I got to rest. Like, let's do this thing.
Wow.
And he ran off in the woods. I couldn't figure out what happened. It's like I didn't hear him crash, nothing. Looked for blood for 3.5 hours. Couldn't find blood. I called a drone guy to come in. I'm like, man, I think I missed, but if I didn't, I want to know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I must have missed because I went back the next day to check my trail camera there, and I forget what time it was. But long story short, the deer was back at the trail camera at a scrape, watching me try to find his blood.
Oh wow! Wow!
Like literally 100 yards away.
God.
I'm like, okay, well, he's alive. That's good.
Yeah.
And so I went and shot the gun, and I guess the rings were on it too tight. I shot it at 25 yards. It was 7 inches high and like 8 inches right. And I was like, okay, well, that would do it. You know, I tried to get her back dialed right, and I think I maxed the windage out on it, and it was just all over the place. And I was like, I'm driving anglers, I'm buying a loophole and putting it on it right now. I was like, doe only muzzleloaders next week. I'm gonna come down here and I'm just gonna go on a doe killing spree and at least get confident with that thing again, because I need that.
Right.
And I didn't see that deer again until November 3rd. I slipped into where I thought he might have been bedding, and came in on the ground in this little creek bottom, and I actually got within 60 yards of him. I heard him stand up out of his bed. He came waltzing down the draw up this little creek crossing and came to 3 yards.
Wow.
I was at full draw, and all I had to do was, there was a blowdown I was sitting behind, and his neck and head was out, and all I needed was one more step.
Oh,
and of course, you don't get that.
Yeah.
You never get that.
Never.
Looks over, sees me. That was it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, I was happy. I was like,
Right.
I just won it.
Yeah. It's a way to get them that close. Yeah, for sure.
And so then I think, I don't know, handful of days later, I went and it was blowing northwest or something all day, super, super cold. It was one of those random 30-degree all days. You know what I mean? Like the day you want to be in the woods all day. And I ended up creeping around with my bow, and I actually got within about 35 yards of some does. Long story short, there was a buck came in. I couldn't get a shot on him, and right at last light, I just happened to look over, and there was one coming, and he gave it up at like 28. I ended up shooting him, and I think that was the last night before I went out to Kansas. I think, but that big one, I didn't catch back up with him till December 8th or 9th or whatever it was. And the day I killed that deer, I was convinced it wasn't going to happen, because we have on the farm, they had these wetland people surveying every creek bottom and everything. I don't know why they decided to wait till gun season to do that, but they did.
They always do.
You know, so I go down my little draw that leads back up to this bean field, and as soon as I go down the draw, I look down, and there's the survey truck there, door wide open, nobody in it. I hear clanging and banging in the woods, literally like, if he's bedding there, he's not no more. You know? And I'm like, I don't even know why I just drove down here. You know what I mean? It was like, well, whatever. I'm here. I'm going to sit. It's like 15 degrees, blowing 20 mile an hour type of deal. And damn if he didn't come out.
Wow.
With like 10 does, waltzed right in, 90, 100 yards, gave it right up. And I had my little H&R slug gun. I've shot since I was a kid, and like, I think I can do it. And I shot. When I did, I actually thought I missed. And I was like, oh my God, not 3 times. This can't happen.
That's the luckiest deer alive.
Yeah, because he ended up hopping and stopping, looking around like that. Next thing you know, he just falls right over. Wow. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Actually, I did it. It was good. I did it.
Was he just coming out to feed, or was he pushing those does around?
He was pushing them around, but I think they were just together.
Right.
I've seen that. I've actually seen that before, where you get them kind of half pressured and bumped out of an area, and they just kind of congregate, and it's like they just come out in the field doing whatever, you know. And I think it was just one of those deals. But I thought he was dead, gone. I wasn't even really expecting to see anything, to be honest with you.
And I'm sorry if I missed this. Was that public or private?
Private.
Yeah. Because you do a lot of public stuff too, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. This year it worked out. A lot of years it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know.
That's got to be it. I mean, he's all public. I'm a private guy. But that, for as much time as you spend hunting, it is nice that you do have some private to split that public up with.
Oh my God.
you think you're going crazy just in general. Imagine trying to spend that many days on public.
Well, the thing of it is, this year for me, my private has not held deer. All of November. I've not had hardly any deer on camera. Like not bucks. I mean like deer in general. Yeah. Hunting, not seeing anything. And if it wasn't for public, literally the 3 bucks I killed this year, they were all on public.
Wow.
It was the only it was my only saving grace.
Right.
And that's never happened. At least not to me.
Yeah, completely tag out in Maryland on all public is something special.
I was pretty pumped about that.
Yeah. So the first one, and we'll get back to the no deer thing, but so your first buck, was that the one you killed up just a couple weeks ago up with a gun, and it looked like mountains? I don't know if it was mountains.
No, the first one this year was
it was early season.
He was in velvet.
Yeah, that's right. That little crazy looking 6-pointer.
Yeah, he was. If it's Maryland style, hanging a ring on it, he was 7. But
okay. What did you know that deer at all?
Yeah, I knew him for a while.
Okay, so he's
I saw him
rolling.
4 years. That's him and another deer that were bachelored together 4 years ago were the reason I bought trail cameras. Up until 4 years, or 3 years ago now, I guess, I'd never run trail cameras.
Okay,
Just hunted without them.
right.
Not that I didn't see a use. It was just one more thing. I didn't
Right.
know if you could even run them on public. I didn't want them getting stolen like that
Right.
a bit. So
Fair.
I just never did. And it was like, both those deer are big. It's like, I want to know something about them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that kind of is what kickstarted that. But
Do you have his sheds?
no.
Hmm.
I don't know. I've never found his shed, and actually the other one that he was with, I've never found his sheds, and they both actually kind of wintered in the same place, which isn't a very big area. Like, I mean, all in all, you're talking about a 10-acre bedding area, a little spit of marsh, and basically 10 acres of ag. Is it?
Wow, just a lot of competition, I guess.
Yeah, it must be. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
How old do you think he was?
old.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, when I seen him 4 years ago, he was big, and then the first year that I had him, it's hard to say. Western shore deer, they look different. It's not that they look that much different, but like they're generally smaller. So like
Okay.
our 4-year-olds look like a Queen Anne County 3-year-old. You know what I mean? It's
In
that kind
body.
of deer. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. They still got same features. They still look like a mature deer when they're mature, but it was something about him, and he didn't have much on his head. He was an 8. I was like, that thing's got such a freaking pot belly, dude. Like, you know what I mean? His neck's all swolled up. It's August. Like, he's way bigger than what you would think he should
Right.
be.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out if he was old, not, whatever. And I never did see him that year. The next year he comes back, and I get him again in the summertime, same area. And this year he's got a drop tine.
Wow.
Not a big one, but like a little fish hook deal coming off his left side. And
Sick.
I was like, dude, he's cool. And I mean, now he's just like big, you
Right.
know? And I'm like, okay, well, this year he actually shrunk down. Like I didn't even hardly recognize him. And so I don't know. I had my taxidermist. I asked him to age it. He's pretty good at it. He said probably somewhere around 9, but there's no way to tell other
Wow.
than doing the aging thing.
That's
I
crazy.
send him off.
So-
I want to know, at least roundabout.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's like I've had him for 4 years, and he was a toad back then. So
Yeah.
like,
Wow.
I don't know.
Especially for public. It's
That's-
impressive.
Yeah.
What's even crazier is like you're talking about how small of an area that is, you know, a 10-acre, block. It's like, man, it's hard to believe that deer didn't show himself more. And
I've
that's
never
small of an
once
area.
had that deer anywhere else but there.
That is crazy.
I mean, literally, that it's like call it 20 acres, you know,
Right.
in terms of whatever you call that, a home range, 20-acre home range. That was him.
Wow. I mean, do you think he's just pushed down into that marsh and just never came out?
There's some good thick bedding in there, and I just think he just knew how to get around and not be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the other reason I know he's old is because I was getting him like obscure hours of the day going out to a
Oh,
field.
really?
Like opening day of bow season, I got a picture of him walking back in from a bean field at like 1 o'clock
Wow.
on public.
Wow.
I was like,
Right.
what are you doing, dude?
Hey, don't do that, man.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Get back in there.
Yeah, like, you're gonna get yourself killed doing
Yeah,
that.
right. Please don't do that. Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. It was
It's kind of
wild.
blowing my mind. 9 years old on public. I don't even know if I've ever
I
seen
actually got
9 years
another
old
one that I
on
killed on
private.
gun season. It was actually the first mature deer I ever killed, and he was 8.5.
On public.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep,
Is this like hard pressured public?
very.
Wow. I guess they just hunkered down. Just hold
Yeah.
hold out.
I
We're
don't
just
know.
living here, boys.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I mean, you see how hard it is to get one in front of you in
That's
3
fair.
4 years of chasing them.
That's
You
fair.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that's mind blowing though. I
Isn't
mean,
it?
just mind blowing. That's I mean, I'd be
That's the
curious.
thing. I think I've killed in the last 5 years since I got back into bow hunting. I think I've killed 11 bucks, and my biggest 3 have been on private, but my oldest 2 have been on public, and they're not like mature. They're like old.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, straight grandpa just
Yeah.
going back down.
Old cold buck. Ain't nobody gonna shoot down.
Right, you gotta get their genetics out of here, man.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And then your buck that you just killed 2 days ago, public, right?
Yep.
What
Same
was-
place I killed the 8.5-year-old.
Wow, really?
Yep.
And then have you had history with this one?
This one I actually did a little bit. I don't have any cameras there. Just bow hunted it. I I kind of quit hunting the place for 2-3 years because it got to be so much pressure. I just didn't feel like messing with it.
Yeah.
And I went back this year. Like, been hunting there my whole life. It's my home. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
I go try and shoot a doe there. And in October, I actually ended up working myself into some deer. And I had the deer I shot the other day. He came out bumping a doe late October. I snort wheezed at him. He came down, gave me the full show, but he doing the downwind circle, got 60 yards, and stop was like, yeah, I know this goes. Go ahead. Just do it. Do it.
Right,
Do it. Turn away. Yep, there you go. All right, I'm done. And seen him a couple other times. Actually, the next evening, I had him at 15 yards, but he came through bumping a doe. And it was just one of those quick, was like, buck, big buck, up, yeah, up, gone.
Right.
It's like, huh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
You
Been
know?
there. Yeah.
And actually, I think that night I saw 11 different bucks there. I should have killed one.
Wow. 11 different bucks.
Long story. It's a long story, but it's a big bedding area, and it's like I've shed hunted it enough to where if you get the right wind and they come out the right way, it's all of them.
Right.
And
Is
that
that
night it was all of them.
is that how you're learning most of these public places? Just through shed hunting?
Yeah. The last couple of years, I learned more shed hunting probably than I do anything else.
Right.
Just in terms of beds. If I don't even need to look at a field. I know they're coming to the field at some point. I want to know where they're bedding.
Right.
You know what I mean? And whether or not I can hunt it and get into them, it seems like you almost never can.
Right.
Yeah.
I know people can. I can't.
Yeah. Me neither.
I'm not that good.
I mean, a lot of times, that's the whole point, is they set themselves up in an area where you can't, they're not going to get snuck up on from any which direction,
Absolutely. That buck I shot the other day, we jumped him out of his bed. He come across, we were driving deer, and we got to this little section of this field, looked over this little peninsula, and there's always rubs there. I know they bed somewhere in there, but I wasn't really sure where. I look down and I see a track as big as my hand, tipped to dew claw. And I'm like, that's like today fresh. I'm like, I think he's in here. Like,
wow.
Might be.
Right.
And sure enough, we go bumping through, and I'm following these tracks, and buddy's inside of me, and he's looking over this little spit of marsh, bump up another 10 yards, looks over, and he does one of these, and where the corner of the room is, that thing jumps up.
Wow. Got that tight to him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he would have let us walk right on by. Shot right out the back door, and shot him on the run, which I don't advise doing, but it worked.
Right.
And that was that. But yeah, they bet in some weird friggin' places, dude.
And like you said too, like what a lot of people don't realize is like how many times you actually walk by them, especially on public, because they'll sit tight for as long as they can.
Yeah, does can't help but get up and run, but they're the outer security,
right?
If he knows they're gone, they're like, oh, well, they're gonna chase them. I ain't worried about it,
right?
At least not till you step on them.
Yeah.
First time I seen that was in North Dakota, and we just happened to see a pheasant run on the side of the road in this little ditch or whatever. We're like, let's go shoot him. We can hop out and start running, and jumped him, and then jumped 3 more. So, next thing you know, we're digging through the CRP, and there's a little spot of oaks that's like, it can't be but like 20 yards by 20 yards. They probably weren't oaks. They were probably cottonwoods. But anyway, I'm walking through there. I just happened to look over to my right. I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Look over, and there's a buck. And he's just sitting there with his head on the ground like this, totally hunched up. Like you ever walk up on a goose and they do that? You know what I mean?
They try to get as low as possible. Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
Wow.
I looked over at my buddy. I'm like, Brad. And he's like, what? Comes walking over. Like, I'm like, look at this thing. You know what I mean? Well, he got to about where you are, and I, finally jumped up. I thought he was dead.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
He just laid out, neck on the ground, whatever. But
I was listening to somebody else tell a story like that. They basically were like, they were driving down a road and does came busting across the road. So they stopped and a buck was chasing them. But when the buck saw the car, they did exactly that. It laid right down and went completely flat, like head laying down to try and like hide itself, just like their natural instinct to try and get down. And, which is crazy. Cause it's like, every time I think about it, I was like, man, how many have I walked by and never even
a lot more than you want to know about.
Right. And then they just sit there until it's dark and they watch you walk out. And then they're like, all right, now we're good.
Time to stand up.
Yep.
Let's go sniff his ground scent. See who that was.
Yeah. And like a lot of the other thing that always blows my mind, what a lot of people don't think, is like how long they can be still. Like, if I'm sure we've all had those encounters where you watch a nice buck and he can literally stand in one place for a long time and not not move a muscle, just like stare into the abyss of whatever they're trying to figure out and just not move at all, and they can just do that all day long. Like, they don't have to move.
Oh yeah.
Until they figure out, they're not dumb creatures by any means. They're processing everything.
They ain't rabbits, but they're they're wily.
Right.
I'll put it that way.
Right.
Whatever that means. But
have you deer hunted North Dakota, or are you just out there?
Nah, waterfowl hunting out there.
Gotcha.
I'd like to, but
yeah, that's a friggin' that'd be a trip and a half to go out there, man.
Yeah, I think we were 28 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
I go back and forth to Kansas. That's 21 on 7 at straight shot.
Yeah, so let's talk about Kansas. So you lived in Kansas for a little while?
Kind of, sort of. So I was, like I said, I guided waterfowl out there for a handful of years, and I'll tell you how that happened. Was called a buddy one day, and I was complaining about the hunting here. It was like 40 degrees back home. We had no geese, no ducks, whatever. And he's like, fuck, hop in your truck, drive on out here. He's like, I can't pay you nothing, but I'll let you shoot. Come out for a week. I'm like, huh. Got to thinking about it, and I'm like, it's wintertime. I ain't got shit to do.
Right.
Like, I'll throw the waders in the truck. And the next morning I drove and I called him about 4 hours in. I'm like, I'm on my way. He's like, are you really? I'm like, yeah, I'm already in Ohio, dude. And I got there and it was a good fit. And long story short, I went out for a week. I stayed for 4 months.
Wow.
And I just fell in love with the place. But I go back there try to go back every year. Turkey hunt, deer hunt, duck hunt, whatever. And was trying to move out there this past winter, and ended up working for a buddy of mine that we used to lease ground from out there, and playing with cattle, farming, stuff I don't know much about. And I enjoyed it.
Right.
But I had some family issues back home, and it was one of those deals. It was like, man, something happens, I don't want to be 1,500 miles away from it.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
And it was kind of, if I was gonna make a move, it was gonna be the right time to make a move. So I was like, well, all right, pack that away I can always go back. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the only thing that sucks about that is I didn't put in for my tag this year.
Right.
Because I thought I was gonna be a resident.
Right. Okay. All right.
So I missed out this year. A buddy of mine, Drew, and just got back from there a couple weeks ago, Thanksgiving week, something like that. Is
it how many points do you have to draw?
Man, I've only ever put in twice, and I got it both times.
You got it both times.
I know people that it takes take 2 years. I know one guy that took 3, but I put in twice. I've got it both times. So it's not Iowa hateful. You got to save up 5 years of points.
Right. That's what I've heard. Is 2 points is typically you're drawing at 2 points.
Yeah, and it depends on the unit too.
Yeah, But I had heard, I don't know if you listen to any other podcasts, but like the Hunter podcast, that they're guys out of Pennsylvania, they were just there and talked to some other people there, and it sounds like it's just a grind out there, which I feel like it never used to be.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I've never been there, but just from like all the stuff you see online,
I'll put it to you like this: they would love to tell you there's no deer in Kansas. Okay, they would love to tell you there's no deer in Kansas.
Fair.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm gonna put in for it.
I mean, I don't know. I've all the time I spent guiding out there, and like deer was not even a concern. Like, we were riding around looking, because we're waterfowl hunting. I'm looking for duck feeds and geese and whatnot. And like the amount of just what I consider giant, being like 150, 160 inch deer. If you ever do go out, you'll find out that they're very spoiled out there.
Yeah, I bet.
Like I always try to quantify it like this. Like our crossbow corn pile hunters back home here, they'll show you 110 inch deer in their background. Like, yeah, and you're like, yeah, it's a nice deer, dude.
Yeah.
Out there, they have the same thing, except they're all 170s.
I'm definitely putting in now.
Daylight in 5 days this week. I might go hunt them, and you're like, that's behind your house.
Right.
You're like, okay, yeah. Right on, dude. I hope you get him.
I wonder if I can talk Whitney into moving, man.
Yeah. he'd be good this year. I think I'd like to take him.
I think he's finally 4. We'll get on him.
Oh, it's insane. The age class out there, yeah, it's everybody on planet Earth should probably get to experience a Midwest rut. And it doesn't have to be Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, anywhere out there. You should experience the rut out there one time.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I would love to. I really need to get better about putting in for places. But it just costs money.
Even Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's OTC, ain't it?
I believe so.
I think it was.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
I'm sure it is. I think the only 2 draw states that I know of are Iowa and Kansas. I'm pretty sure Nebraska's OTC. I think South Dakota might maybe be a draw. Or maybe it's a formality. One of them two I know is kind of a formality deal. It's like you draw, but you got it.
Right. Yeah, they make you apply, but you're gonna get it.
Right.
Type thing. I would just like to shed hunt out west. Anywhere.
Well, that was the most fun I had this winter.
Right.
It was just shed hunting, and it wasn't that I found any giants. It was just they were all nice.
Right.
They were all nice,
and probably a lot too. I would imagine.
Not as many as you would think. There's certain if the certain scenario happens where you get cold, and they all pile into the same cornfield and get stressed and dropped, and you can have those like 20, 30 shed days, and you just walk around and you're like, oh, look at that, look at this, look at that.
Right.
But I did not see that.
How does it set up out there? Is it like a lot of ag and then just a pocket of woods, and they kind of all just live in these ditches and pockets?
Yeah, kind of.
Like that.
I mean, there's some river bottom stuff. There's a little bit of hardwoods. There's these little fingers. What I found is out there, like my thing is draws.
Right.
Those big deer live back in draws, back and tucked away in cedars and shit you wouldn't think to look.
Right.
There's
this. You have a video on your Instagram. If you find a shed, I'm guessing it was a river bottom out there.
Probably.
I don't know, but it looked badass. I was like, damn, that just looks like fucking
since
pure. I just want to hunt that.
Yeah. Since I was a kid, I wanted to just walk river bottoms like that.
Yeah.
Between the river, the cottonwoods, the whole deal. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's definitely on a bucket list of mine. Just the way it looked in the video, I was like, that's it, dude. Like, that's what you think about when you're talking like out west type stuff.
100%. 100%.
How many sheds are you picking up a year?
This year I didn't have as much time to mess with it, but I was out there. I think I found 20 or 25, something like that.
I'm rolling that.
No,
I picked up two.
But I put on a lot of miles to do that. Like a lot.
Right.
way more than like it was going out during snowstorms. And that was actually the funnest part of it.
Right.
Was going out right after the snow and just tracking deer.
Get good intel.
Oh my God. I tell you this, you'd be surprised how far they go for food out there.
Really?
I'd follow tracks back from a cornfield all the way back to their bed 2 miles away.
Whoa.
And I still don't know why they're like, what makes that cornfield better than the 4 you walked by?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Without ever stopping to bed down, like
for the most part, yes.
Just all during the night, I guess.
I guess.
Huh. Yeah, man. Why would
it's a long
ways. you bump deer doing that, and you go in there and bump them out of their beds. And there was a couple of them that, I mean, just big. You know what I mean? I followed their tracks all the way back, jumped them up, and they still had it on their heads. And I'm like, come on, dude, fall,
please.
Fall. And it never happened. But
that never happens.
No, that only happens on social
cool
media.
Videos of it. Yeah, cool videos of it happening. It'll never happen to me either.
No, probably not.
That is mind blowing, though. What is the difference between that and the 4 other fields they walk by? You know what I mean? It's like, did they eat out the other 4 fields?
I think it's a lot of a social thing. Because it's a fairly low density of deer out there, and it's like your doe groups, like that whole place hunts big. Like you bump them out of a block, and they're going 1.5 miles to the next block.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not like here where they pop up over the ridge and they'll get 150, 200, 300 yards, and they kind of settle down. It's like out there, they just that's the next place we know is safe,
right?
And we're going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The low deer density. That's what I've heard about out there. It's like not that there's not big deer out there, just that you're hunting these big areas for like to see like one deer type thing.
Yeah, but it's probably the one you want to see.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
You know what I mean? The age classes, I'll put it this way. If you can get on mature deer here, you go out there and it is a world of difference.
Right.
A world of difference.
Is it a lot of public out there, or is it just like a lot of permission stuff?
There's a fair amount of public. Like I said, it depends on your unit.
I got you.
It depends on your unit. The units that I hunt, there's a good bit of public, but the thing about it is it's Kansas, so like you got to kind of time your dates right.
Mm.
You know, middle of the rut, everybody goes.
I bet.
I mean, just everybody. You name a license plate, it's there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you just got to you got to find your niche and do it. And that's the only way to do it.
I wonder if like late October would be better.
If I go back, it'll probably be late October.
Yeah.
Late October, or maybe even early October.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about it a lot, but like that just seems to be like the time period that a lot of people miss out on, and they just overthink it because
100%.
they're like, well, in 2 weeks, I'm taking 10 days off for the rut. You know, I'm like, best action I've seen was October 20th to October 28th. So
October 29th was the best, probably one of the best bow hunts I've had this year.
Yeah.
Probably in any year. It was that. I mean, it was like just badass rut hunting. I saw 11 different bucks that night. I should have shot one. I didn't. And it was great. Then the 2 days leading up to that were great. And it's like, I don't know if you can get on that pattern right before everything starts. It's like, you got your window. I hunted the next evening and it was over.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was just like all that was done. It was like the morning after that, I didn't get a doe on camera for a month. I'm like, I know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I went through the same thing. October 21st, I had a great hunt. It's all not a huge deer, and then several other 3-year-olds pushing one doe around in the timber. And then, you know, the next mature buck I had anywhere close to me was the one I shot November 22nd or 21st. So I was like, and like that, where I saw those deer in October, I've hunted that several times since then. Haven't seen one there since. For whatever reason, they pushed that doe into that pocket, and that was it.
She came in early.
Yeah. Yep. And she moved out wherever she went. I don't know. To join the rest of the group somewhere. All the neighbors. Yeah.
On the greener pastures.
Yeah, probably. God almighty. That's what drives me nuts, man. It's just like,
I've never seen it so abrupt as it was on the main private piece of hunt. I mean, like November 1st, everything was over. Just not a deer. You wouldn't know there was a deer on the farm.
Yeah.
Go walking through the woods, you wouldn't even bump one.
Right.
You know?
I know, man. I mean, we talked about it, but it's just like I went through the same thing. Like on these private pieces where you should be seeing a bunch of deer, it's just like, I just don't get it, man. And we had talked a little bit about the acorn crop, and we've talked about it in another episode, but it's like we did have a crazy acorn crop this year, and maybe that plays something into it. But still, like, I'm hunting in the timber where the acorns are, and I'm still not seeing much, you know?
Yeah. I know. I've been through all of that, especially early October, just bouncing around trying to hunt feed trees. It's like, well, they're all feed trees.
Right. Right. You know what I
mean? They're everywhere.
Yeah. And it is hard to like dial it down to like, you know.
Oh, 100%.
Even the couple times that I've hunted like close to bedding areas where they could just pop out and eat some acorns, like I'm still not seeing it, you know? It's like, I just don't get where they go. I just don't understand.
Go to the sanctuaries. No pressure.
Like,
no.
I mean,
that's the thing. You put you on a good piece of private that you're not putting any pressure on it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, one sit here, there on the fringes, and it's like, you're still not, I mean, those deer have virtually no pressure.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you're playing your wind, you're doing your access is good. Everything's good.
Right.
They're not there.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We've had that exact same conversation. And I like said that too, until like my dad and I talked about it. I'm like, maybe it's just like a pressure thing. And then I'm like, but we haven't really pressured it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're bouncing around a lot. You know, it's not like we're hitting the same places constantly.
Try this, try that.
Yeah. And like we're playing the winds and doing all the right things. It's like, man, I just don't get it, dude. I don't know. Getting outbaited, I guess. I don't know.
Well, if you ever do figure it out, let me know.
Yeah. Really. Yeah.
Because I've been stewing on it for a while. I can't figure it out.
You don't think like EHD was an issue down at your spot, do you?
No, because I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd have found some dead deer if that was the case.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Many cases at all.
No, and our county down there, there's a couple farms down the road had a couple little bits of it, but I've not found one dead deer on the farm.
Right.
So it's like,
yeah.
I'm not saying they couldn't have evaporated, but
right.
But you know when it hits them hard.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's something you should be seeing right around the time they break out of velvet.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, we had it happen to us on a farm like probably 4 years ago now, and it was like clear as day, obvious, like what was going on. You're going from seeing mature bucks all summer long, and then it's still summertime, and all of a sudden you're not seeing anything, and you got this gut feeling like something's not right.
Yep.
And you go down there and you
see
find
a 3-year-old
one.
out there walking across all ragged, looking at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
like
ours it was
mine's that way.
yeah. Or the dead giveaway when you're going to check a camera and there's just 2 nice dead bucks in velvet right in the field, just laying there.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
that's
like,
always
it's
nice.
just, like so that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So
hard
You're
to
like,
work
oh,
with that.
maybe he got clipped by the tractor while he was mowing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
yeah, can't wait to see what he's going to be next year.
Right. So I know you're a waterfowl guy and stuff like that. So you obviously know a ton about, hunting the right way and things like wind and thermal and bedding and, all that stuff. Like, how'd you learn all that? Is it just like as you've gone, you've learned, or do you have like a mentor that's kind of taught you the things along the way?
There's been a lot of people along the way. My dad got me into hunting when I was real little. I can still remember the very first time I went hunting. I was 3 years old. He brought me up to the farm to go dove hunting. It was December something. Shot a dove, and he's like, "Go pick it up now." And I'm like, "Okay." And I go over there, and I was 3 years old. I was so grossed out by the dove, I grabbed it by the tip of the wingtip like that. And I remember walking back like this. Gave him that, and then it was like, "Wait, that was sweet."
Right.
I want to do that.
Right.
And from then on, I was hooked. But I had a lot of buddies growing up through high school. Actually, Justin Blevins, John Walls, I met them back in 2008, and we started waterfowl hunting together. And that was nice that it was actually 2 buddies that hunted that were like into it, because I was very, very into it. And where I grew up, I think I had a handful of kids that like kind of went to deer camp once in a while type of deal.
Right.
And we learned a lot from each other growing up, especially killing geese, ducks, all like that. But there's been a lot of people over the years, and there's a lot of trial and error. Like I said, hard-headed in time.
Right. Yeah, I mean, when you hunt,
you have to do a certain amount wrong before you can do it all right. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. I never learned the easy way. I got to fail and fail and fail and fail and fail, and then finally you get a little piece, and you're like, "Wait a second, I can go with that. I can run with it." You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. I mean, it's like, especially when you hunt as much as you do, like you're gonna have a lot of hiccups before you. I
don't even want to see my batting average. It's pitiful.
And like, it's just like, that's what I feel like a lot of people also don't understand is like, people just like get into hunting and think it's like an instant. You're gonna go out there the first time and kill these bucks, or kill a deer or whatever it may be.
For some people, it is.
For some people, some people just have that luck, or have done your homework before you get in there. But like, to me, like, also at the same time, like, that's not a lot of fun. Like, a lot of the fun for me has been learning over the years, like all the different stuff.
It's fun after the fact,
right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, that was great. You remember all those, like, all those evenings I just wanted to throw my phone out of the window and just
right.
Take my saddle and just cut it right there and fall out of the tree. Remember all those nights? That was great.
I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Even like you're saying, just like the people you learn from, like surrounding yourself with good hunters helps a bunch. Like,
100%.
I mean, just since I've known Mason for 2 years now, maybe a little longer than that. Like, we've talked about a bunch of stuff, that I've like never even thought about, and have implemented it, and it's worked.
Just gotta learn off each other.
Right.
Everybody fails.
And I can tell you this: you can learn anything from anybody, even if it's the wrong thing to do. You can still learn it. Like, that's the biggest thing that I've found with anything, is just keeping an open mind. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, but like, the older I get, the more I realize the less I know.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And instead of just trying to get the result, it's just trying to actually learn, like actually make sense of it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's the fun part. I mean, that's why I love shed hunting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather do that. It's so much less stressful than.
I way worried about that.
You're talking to the shed master himself, dude.
Like, there's 2 inches of snow on the ground. Like, sweet, I'm gonna go bump a buck. Like, let me go see. Oh, yep, still got horns. I'll come back next week. One of those deals. But
yeah, I mean, Mason killed. I mean, you killed that giant last year, and that was a spot that you had found shed hunting, right?
Yeah. Just a south facing ridge, and just having a summer on it,
right,
and just kind of messed up going to ag in late September when everybody hunted like the first week, and then
Right.
kind of died off and just killed them on a cool night.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm just ready for sheds. I found two.
That's
two
all he
this
thinks
week,
about,
and
dude.
it's
That's all he thinks about.
I actually found one the other day dragging that buck out, and I was like, man, look at that. The shed's
Yeah.
bigger than the one I just killed. Maybe I can glue that on there.
That shit was pretty too. I feel like it wasn't even chewed up.
No, the squirrels ain't bad on that place for whatever reason. I think I found 3 there this fall hunting. Just happenstance moving cameras around. You're like, no, that's not. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Go throw that over here. Yep.
Yeah, the ones you found were haggard.
chewed up.
Yeah.
Some squirrels in the area.
of them somewhere around there. Look at this one, huh? That's prime right there, boys.
That might be a
Oh,
big
yeah.
off.
I mean, it definitely looks chewed.
Yeah,
I mean, it might have been a break
Chewed,
off, but that
broke
was
off.
chewed.
ran over.
But yeah,
I was gonna say, do you guys have those fox squirrels up here, Delmarva's, up this far or not really?
not
Dang,
really.
yeah.
No,
So we get them down the lower part of the shore, like pretty much Kent South,
right?
and them things are hard on the shed, man.
Are they? They're
Everybody,
big, right?
oh, dude, they're the size of house cats. The ones I seen this morning,
Jesus.
they look like raccoons.
Phew.
I mean, they just run around all over the place and piss you off.
They're probably so loud, dude.
Oh,
So
yeah,
loud.
the few deer I've seen on that place, yeah, you're not going to hear them. You know what I mean? Actually, the doe I shot this morning down there, I was just happened to be texting a buddy back on my phone, and I was like, fucking squirrels. Oh, shit, deer. All right, here we go.
Right.
It's actually a deer this time.
Mm.
But yeah, they drive you nuts, man.
Yeah,
I bet they will eat some bone. Shoot.
Oh, they
dude.
chew right through them. I got buddies down in Talbot County, and man, like it's literally fresh shed, like blood on the pedicle, and they're literally already chewed, like G3's half chewed.
Mm.
You're like,
God,
damn, dude, like at least let him
Right.
get it off of his head first.
Right.
You know?
It is crazy. Like it's amazing how many get eaten up. Like I mean, I don't know. I'm not a great shed hunter, but I would think besides getting picked up, they just mostly get eaten before you find them.
I guarantee that we don't
Yeah.
find half of what drives.
I'm on a
sure.
shed page on Facebook, and like some of these places where people find them, where the animals have like taken them, like
Yeah.
up in trees. Like
Yeah.
guy found
Mhm.
one on his roof. Like it's crazy how much the other animals want to get to them too.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Coyotes mess with them. Foxes eat them. Squirrels, obviously.
Right.
Everything.
They're not too bad up here.
Really?
Not really. I mean, I walk Cecil and Kent. That's it. And
Yeah.
I mean, rarely that we pick up a fresh one that's chewed,
No kidding.
which is sweet. But
That's
I mean,
nice.
I walk all January, February. By March, I'm done. But
Yeah.
uh,
That was the one nice thing about Kansas.
what,
No squirrels.
at all.
Oh yeah, they're all
Dang.
pretty
You
out
get a few
there.
in the river bottoms. That's about it. You'd be
Yeah.
lucky to see a squirrel.
So
out
it was
there.
like other stuff eating on them or no?
Not really.
Damn.
Not really.
So even the old ones are pretty.
Generally, yeah. And I think it's
Boy
just because you
Scout.
find them, like, it depends on where you find them. If they're in the pasture grass, like, there's just big mile by mile sections out there where it's just pasture grass. And, like, you literally just got to walk on top of them to find them.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know any other way to do it than just
Yeah.
try to walk where they are and, like, hope you look down and see it and don't step on it.
Right.
But, yeah, those things, some of them are, 2, 3, however many years old. And, I mean, they're just fully intact, white as ivory and just still good.
God,
That's sweet.
that sounds nice.
Yeah.
That sounds real nice.
Yeah, you shed hunt and you actually find them. Like, around here, I don't know. I probably average one every like 4, 5, 6 miles, if that.
What do you
That's
think?
how it goes. I don't know. I don't track miles. I
Uh-uh.
should.
The only reason I know that is because just I never find more than 2 or 3 in a day, and I know how much I walk.
Right. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
my
only
average. You don't even
reason.
want to know my average. I don't know.
Well,
two a year, however many miles that is.
it's one of those things. I got the farm I hunt down there. My good buddy that owns it, he's real big into arrowhead hunting.
Really.
Man, you're just speaking Mason's language.
Yeah.
Dude, that some bitch
Yeah.
he can find them anywhere.
On riverbanks.
Riverbanks out in the fields. There's one section of his farm he finds them in. Like, put it this way: give him an hour, he goes down there, he'll find one, especially right after a fresh rain. I've looked with him for like just hour. He pointed to him, and I'm like, I still don't see it. You may as well just pick it up. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Please just show it to me.
Yeah. And then he picks it up, and I'm like, I'm never gonna get the eye for that. You
Right.
know what I mean? I thought the same thing with sheds, and then I started finding a few, and it was like kind of clicked
Yeah.
a little bit. I don't have a great eye, but I got a decent enough one for them.
Yeah. It always takes me that first one of the year. Once I find that first one of the year, I'm like, and all of a sudden I'm like, now I know what I'm looking for again. You know,
Everywhere with open woods
Throw it
down
out
the
in
road,
front of
you're
you like 10 times.
Yeah. I mean, we walked my spot last
Yeah.
year or whatever, and I picked up those two, and it's like they were like clear as day obvious, just like
Oh, those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh. It's like, but what always amazes me about picking up sheds is like, how the hell did I not find these during hunting season? All these times I've walked to these stands, you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. And then like all the years leaves fall on them from the year, years past, whatever. And then you go in there during shed season, you're picking up 2-year-old sheds. Like,
Right when the snow melts.
what the hell, man?
Key, like a deep snow, and just mats all them leaves down, and like you'll see sheds that nobody ever would have found before. I feel like
Oh, 100%.
they're under oaks and stuff.
100%. One of the little match sets I ever found. I found the left side, and it's all it is a 1.5-year-old buck, but he's got like the little ingrown tine thing, so he's a 5, and he's got a little back dagger, like a tiny little rack, but he's got it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I wonder what that other side looks like. I'm needing around. I think I looked over that place like 3 different times in the next 3 weeks. Finally, the third week, it was 3 foot from it. Where I found the other one.
Wow.
And I got a match set from it. I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
time I'm wasted trying to find that, thinking it was somewhere. It's literally right there.
Oh,
Just laid right
And just
there.
happened to be
shook
the right
them off
day
for
that
you.
I
it's how easy it is to miss them.
Oh yeah,
Oh, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Don't-
How many
don't
walk
even get me
over?
started, dude. Don't even get me started.
I'll tell you
man.
what you got to do. You just got to drive a tractor around. You'll find them.
Yeah,
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
I just need a place with a nice green winter wheat field where they're all just laying out there, just tines
Yeah. You keep dreaming.
up. Always got to find them in the hard places, man. Tall grass,
Oh, yeah.
cornfields.
Yeah, let's go and find them in their beds. The thickest, nastiest
Yeah.
briar patch known to man.
Yeah.
Cedars are nice.
Oh yeah, I bet. That's like this place I'm hunting now. Like the bedding area is just straight briars, dude, with
Oh yeah.
tunnels cut through it. And like I know I'm gonna walk it during shed season, but I'm not looking forward to it. You know.
Well, the
So I
good
just know
news
it's
about
gonna
those thick ass briar patches, usually they stick out right on those trails.
Yeah.
be- right.
If it's that thick, like they'll be. I mean, you stand just as good odds of having them on top of those briars.
Right.
Like you're not going to have to dig down through all that shit. It's pretty. Like I got a couple bedding areas that are like that, and it's 3 acres of just the nastiest briars, but there's trails and beds that are just dug in this place from just years and years of using it, and it's like it takes 5 minutes to walk it over. It really like you're not missing anything.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I say that I probably missed 100.
Right.
there,
Yeah.
but
Right. You want another one?
Sure.
You need another one, Mason?
Yeah, I'll take one.
But yeah, that's the cool part about it.
It's a lot
Just
more
wanna-
relaxing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Way more.
Yeah, I'm excited for shed season, man. I mean, I used to be excited for it, and I'd never find anything. And then as the years go on, every year I find a little bit more and a little bit more, and now I get like more excited for it.
Oh yeah.
It's nice to have a little collectible from your tag suit.
Yeah, a little
Reward.
piece of something.
Yeah, it's a little reward for my hard efforts all year.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice thing about it. If you got a big deer you're chasing, you find his shed, you're just like, sweet.
Yeah,
At least I got something from him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah. This year I'm just hoping I find a deadhead of the one I shot in the shoulder, but we'll see. But
Well,
like that though, we had my buddy killed a biggest deer like I've ever seen on the hoof. It's a 162-inch 8-point, and the year before he shot it, we found the match set. Literally, it's like he laid down and they just fell right off his head, type
Mhm.
thing. And then that the year he killed it, I walked and I found his shed from like 3 years prior to that one side, and then that shed there, I'm pretty certain is also his from when he was like 2 years old. And I found that the very first day I ever stepped foot on that property, just walking in to check a spot where I thought I was going to hang. Yeah, I was going to hang a stand.
right.
And I found it, just picked up, never thought anything of it. And then like after he killed that deer and like all the sheds we've looked at and how many times I looked at him like that, I know that was him. Just the way he was built. But it is cool to have that history,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's so cool when you can find sheds like 3, 4, 5, and especially if you can find them dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
sweet. I know I'm not going to kill him, so
That's
Find
kind
dad's
of
next.
where I'm
next
at.
best thing.
That's kind of where I'm at. I had a big one I was chasing. That's actually with that 6-pointer, and I got a picture of him one night that was like, I think it was September 30th. I was hunting a place up in a club up in Baltimore County, and I got a picture of him. And where he summers and where he winters is about probably a mile and a half apart from each other. I hadn't got him a picture of him up there. Usually it's like second week October he shows up there. It's September 30th. I get a picture of him, and he's just wrapped in frag and what looks like a piece of frag, but could also maybe be an arrow sticking in his neck.
Oh boy.
I couldn't really tell. But he's also 500 yards from any frag. So I'm like,
that's not good.
I got an arrow shooting light left, and he's somewhere that he hadn't been yet this year.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
That's not good.
Right.
So I sent it to a couple buddies, and they're like, no, it's frag. It's frag. And I'm like, yeah, it's frag. Yeah, it's frag. That's the last picture I've gotten.
It was not frag.
It turns out it was not frag.
It was a bolt.
Yeah, it was most certainly a bolt.
Yeah.
Not an arrow, probably a bolt.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! The bolts are always in the neck, dude. Why do they love shooting them in the neck, man? God, man,
Don't
dude.
ruin any of the meat. Can't eat them horns.
Yeah.
God, man.
Find way more bolts than arrows.
Dude, every picture I ever see of a deer with an arrow in it online, it's always a bolt and it's always in its neck, dude. I'm like, God. So did you find him dead?
No,
Nah,
he's-
somebody
he's-
else got him.
No, I don't think they got him because I never got nobody on camera. That I don't think they got him because he went on to private. I had that camera hung on a trail that was probably 150 yards from from the clear cut that he usually beds in.
Right.
I knew more about that thing. I can confidently say I knew more about that deer than anybody else that was hunting him. Like it was just that he drove me nuts.
Right.
And I'm gonna try and get permission to shed hunt it after the season.
Right.
But I don't know if they'll tell me yes or no. If he's dead, he's in there. If he's dead in there, I can find him.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't get unless they shed hunt too, but
yeah, and I know they hunt there, but I don't know.
yeah.
So many people do it.
I know, man. I used to never believe you when you told me that. And
I'm
then,
telling
like,
you.
over the years I've seen it more and more. I'm like, God, man.
Everywhere
What's
gets
that?
walked.
Just
Oh,
how,
yeah,
everywhere.
how many people like looking for sheds that even aren't hunters?
Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, I ran into a guy the other day. Pulled into a public lot and he's like, yeah, shed hunt here. I'm like, well, this place is closed for the hunt. And he's like, no.
You mind if I walk in there?
It's like, do you hunt? And he's like, no, not really. I just like picking up sheds. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, this is a great place to do that, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I shed hunted. I used to live up against a piece of public, and I shed hunted all the time. And one time I come out of there walking a main trail, I was carrying a couple antlers, and some old guy stops me on the trail. He's like, "Hey, you just find them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just found them. I've been out here walking all day." He's like, "Hey, my son was just in here last week, found a couple real nice ones." I'm like, "Oh, cool, cool,
Good. He got the easy one.
yeah, sweet, no, great."
Yeah, that's how it goes, though.
Yes.
Like you say, makes you wonder how many you don't find, and also makes you wonder how many got found. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially if it's dry and you're not seeing boot prints. You know,
Yeah.
Well, that's like we shed hunted Montana this year for elk, and like I thought. So the whole thing was like it snowed. We were trying to time it up with the snow melt, and because we were going to do all public stuff, and we got out there, and snow had been melted for probably like a week before we had gotten there. And Mason did find one, broke off. But other than that, we didn't find anything. Like, man, I just like this one area where he found it. It was so much sign, so much elk sign.
right?
And I just I couldn't wrap my head around why we couldn't find more. And Mason just kept saying, like, dude, like I'm telling you, like people have walked this already.
Yeah.
And like I just couldn't wrap my head around that. I'm like, there's just no way that this all has been picked over. And like the more I think about it, like I really do think like we were just within that 1 week late of snow melt, like it got picked
Correct
over.
me if I'm wrong too. I mean, I don't know nothing about an elk shed, but I mean they're kind of easy to spot, ain't they? For the most part.
I don't know. We didn't find a big one. I don't
it can't
know.
be too easy.
From the one you found, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, well, the one he found was a nice one, but it had broke off fighting or something. So it was
Okay,
literally
I got
broke
you.
right in half.
Yeah.
It was like this. It was like this much of the antler, but it was a big one too. Like if it had the full
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
it would have been a freaking
Sick,
stud. But I mean, we like this spot where we had found it. It was just like, it was like a 4-wheeler trail and then like these grass pastures at the base of a mountain. And like those pastures were just littered with tracks and poop and everything else. Like, and that's where he found it. But like, it was also easy to get to. So like, I'm sure a lot of people were riding those roads, just looking binoculars, you know.
I just also wonder how much cow sign we were in. Like when I think about back here and I walk a doe bedding area that's just like torn down.
Right.
And like, if somebody that didn't know buck versus doe sign walked in there, it'd be like, there should be sheds everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, we were going to where the hottest sign was, but were we even in bulls? Like,
yeah. I mean, I agree, but I just think like, I mean, I don't know because it's the first time we ever done it, but I would have thought like at that time of year where the cows are, the bulls would have been, you know, like it would have made sense that they would have been herded up together.
They seem a lot more like a herd animal than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And we did see elk, like, you know, and we saw a bunch of like rubs and stuff up in the mountains, but I don't know, just one step behind, I guess. I don't know. It was cool.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was cool. I was stoked. You know, we found the worst part of it all was we found it on the first day. So for like the next 3 days, next 2 days or whatever, like, yeah, we're gonna find them all.
Yeah, that sucked. But
that's not how it worked out.
Got one. That was the important thing. Sucked a whole lot more. We
did not go empty-handed. That's for sure. So
that's neat.
Yeah, it was cool. I would definitely do it again. It was just like an on the whim type thing. Like I have a buddy that lived out there, and I was just texting him like, I bet he would let us because he elk hunted out there. I was like, I bet I could get us out there to go shed hunting with him because it's all public out there, you know.
Right.
And Mason was like, "You think?" I was like, "I don't know. Let's try it." So I just texted him and I was like, "Hey man, like, would you like be down like for us to come out? Like all three of us just go shed hunt the mountains for a couple days?" And he was like, "Yeah, come out." I was like, "Sweet." So we just like within like the next month, like we bought plane tickets, and then like 2 months after that, we were flying out there, and it all happened quick, but it was cool. It was a fun trip. I'll definitely do it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful state.
So yeah, it was, and we got to see all kinds of shit. I mean, we saw elk, ram, mule deer, wolf. Yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, the whole time I was just so afraid I was going to get just my back taken by a mountain lion the whole time.
Yeah, they ain't
I couldn't look for sheds. I was just on the edge the whole time, just looking around.
Taste right. They ain't gonna fight it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story about a mountain lion. Now I was hunting down in Florida, turkey hunting, just on a whim. I haven't turkey hunted long. I've turkey hunted for like 4 years, and I just happened to be down in Florida, and I had my gun, and I was like, I'm gonna stop for 2 days and see if I can get into one. Well, the first morning I go back, I've never been so petrified of a state in my entire life. Like there's rattlesnake skins. I'm walking over moccasins. There's fucking bobcats off. Yeah. There's coyotes howling. I know there's black bears around.
Yeah.
There's hogs. Yeah, I was walking down this logging road and there's, hogs just. I'm like, okay. Well, when I came out later on that afternoon, there was mountain lion tracks in my boot prints.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. I'm good, man.
Everything wants to eat. I'm not high on the totem pole here.
Florida is just like Texas, man. Like everything out there just wants to kill you in some way. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
But I'll tell you, you spend 2 days there and like you kind of just, it's kind of, you're just in the woods.
Yeah.
The
snake go right thing would get me. Like snakes I'm not afraid of snakes, but like the fact that you could like, especially turkey hunting, like, oh, this looks like a nice tree. I'll just sit down here and call some birds. And then like next thing you know, you're sitting like from here to the couch away from a rattlesnake.
Well, good news is we ain't got to worry about them here.
Yeah.
Sure, at least on this side of the bay. We got some copperheads down the way, but they're,
because I was worried about that.
I've never seen one, which kind of scares me because I don't know how many I've seen.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was texting our buddy in Montana before we went out there. I'm like, dude, do I need like snake gators? Like, what are we gonna run into mountains or rattlesnakes out here? Like, what is the deal, dude? I'm just trying not to get killed while we're out here.
I was more worried about
You ought to hear him before you step on him.
Well, thankfully he was like, it's not the rattlesnakes you got to worry about, dude. It's the grizzly bears. I'm like, cool, thanks, thanks.
Slower.
And then we ran into a guy one day. So the end of the first day. We're headed back to the truck and we're almost there. And this other guy's like coming up with all this stuff. He was going to go camp up in the mountain and shed hunt. And we just stopped to talk to him. And we were just like chatting or whatever. And I forget how it came up. But he was like, I was like, yeah, we might go like shed hunt this mountain over there. And he's like, I don't go over there. I'm like, oh yeah, why not? He's like, my cousin got ate by a bear there a few years ago.
See that brought up?
Cool. It's like, oh, great. Guess we won't go there either.
He's probably going there next week to clean up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just how casual he was. Like, yeah, my cousin got ate by a grizzly bear there. It's like, cool.
Yeah, there's some shit out there can mess you up.
Yeah.
I still have yet to see a bear. I went down to Virginia and hunted a couple days up in the Blue Ridge, and I seen plenty of bear turds, but I did not see a bear. Evidently, they had them around now.
I've seen one. I've seen black bear, Western Maryland, Green Ridge.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'd love to see one. I never had the itch to hunt one until I started seeing sign of them, and I was like, man, I kind of want to buy a bear tag. That'd just be cool to hunt them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just never had the urge till I was there, and it was like, man, I want to see one now.
Yeah. I've never had the urge to hunt one either. I was actually invited this year to PA hunt bears.
Is that right?
Yeah, and it just didn't work out. But yeah, out there we were turkey hunting. I was with one of my good buddies, and we were camping up there in the mountains. But that night it torrential downpoured, and it like soaked through the tent and everything. So like we were up in the middle of the night. We're like, screw this, man. Let's sleep in the car.
Right.
So we ended up sleeping in the car, and like I just remember I was sitting in the driver's side up front sleeping, and I like remember feeling the car move. I'm like half awake, and I'm like, what? And I like look out the window, and there's this bear just up on the window like this, just looking in the car. And like I just like drops down, and I'm like nudging my buddy. I'm like, dude, there's a bear outside. He's like, no, there's not. Go back to sleep. I'm like, no, dude, there's a bear out there. And he's like half asleep. He's like, no, there's not. And then I feel the car move again, and I couldn't see it. And then like I could like tell it popped off, and then it went around, and I could feel the car move again, but I couldn't see it. Well, like the morning comes, and I'm like, dude, there was a bear last night. He's like, no, there wasn't. I'm like, I swear I saw a bear, dude. And we get out of the car, and I'm like, I told you there was a bear. It's just muddy footprints all over the car on basically every window where it had stood up and leaned against the window just to see.
That's creepy to me.
Yeah, it got into everything, dude. It got into all of our trash, everything.
Oh, yeah. Make you rethink camping.
Yeah. Yeah. That whole rest of the week, we slept in the tents with our guns loaded.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I'm not pulling that off again.
I worked at Anglers for a long time, and I had a guy come in there that was going out to Montana to go work on a cattle ranch out there or something. And
Waylon, hold on, let me pause it for a sec.
go ahead.
All right, sorry, we had pause. My kid came in. Where were we?
I forget.
Bears.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had a dude come in that was moving to Montana,
Right.
did some internship or something like that, and he ended up buying some 40 S&W, something or other. I forget what it was. Long story short, he came back like a year later. I seen him there, and he showed me a picture of a grizzly that he had to shoot himself in.
Oh, wow.
They were out there cabbing.
Yeah, that's
Montana.
what I didn't want to happen, man. Oh, God.
It was wrong place, wrong time. It was a sow.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
The Cubs got between them, didn't see the Cubs, and then whatever.
Right. Yeah,
happens.
that was my fear, man. That was my fear that like we're just gonna stumble upon some cubs, and then all of a sudden there's mom running down Mason, and I was gonna have to jump on his back and stab his neck or something.
What is it? If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down.
Yeah.
There is.
filming the podcast.
Yeah, at least the mountain lion just
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in the back.
you don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
that was our only hope. Is
Right
that
to
if
the
it got
jugular.
me, it's just going right for the throat.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you, whenever I do decide to leave Earth, that'd be a good way to go. I could fight a grizzly bear. I'm going to lose, but I'd like to fight him.
yeah,
He's going to know he was in a fight.
yeah. I just hope it's. I mean, I don't know, man.
I got a lot of respect for a bear.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, that's what Steve Renault always says. He's like, when I die, it's like feed me back to the bears, man.
Yeah.
You know, just give
You
back,
know?
give back.
Why not?
It'd be cool, I guess. You'd be dead, so
Yeah.
whatever.
I ain't gonna do what you want with me.
TV on that.
Oh, what?
Put the TV on.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. But so now rolling into late season, you gonna keep grinding? I mean, you're tagged out on bucks, but there's a lot of does out there in the world.
Yeah, there is. I love shooting them. Probably.
Yeah. What's the tactic?
I don't know. I actually haven't done a whole lot of late season hunting.
Man. all you big buck killers, you guys don't make it to January. I'll tell you that.
No, I do. I just usually by that time we're back to running sea duck parties and I ain't got much time.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
But I've seen it to where it does work out to where if you did have a buck tag and if we get the right weather, you can absolutely hunt a food source. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it play out. It's just I can, right. You know how it is when you're working. You ain't got time to get right with it.
Yeah, that's my only hope, man, is that we get some like gnarly cold temps and it just forces them to food.
I'd really like to see it. I'd like to go shoot a couple does off of a place and at least kill one or two with the muzzleloader just to do it. I'd really like to hunt in the snow. I got a chance to hunt in that little bit we got down the southern part of Maryland. Yep. It was beautiful.
Right. I know.
I didn't see a deer. Well, actually, I take that back. I bumped a stag going in, and that was the only deer I saw. But
yeah, I love hunting the snow, dude.
It's just cool, man.
It is, man. I killed this one doe I'd been chasing on this property 2 years ago. Well, I killed it last year, but we had the property for 2 years, leased it, and she had this big old white spot right on her nose, so she was like easy to identify. And from the time I saw her, I was like, man, that's the one I want to kill. Like, I want to kill her. And I could never see. Everybody saw her while hunting besides me. And we got snow like late season, and man, she just came right out to the field to feed in the snow. I had a gun. I was like, oh yeah.
And
it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like,
in the waterfowl world, we call that eat or die. Yeah. When you get them stressed like that, you can shoot at them and they don't care. They're coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the best part. I mean, it sucks because you gotta sit in the cold, and it can be cold.
Yeah. No, saddle, it's brutal.
Yeah.
I can tell you this. I'll poke a lot of fun at heated blinds and redneck blinds and this, that, and the next. But I tell you this, in January, they look awful nice.
I'm with you. I'm all about a ground blind with a buddy heater. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They sound a whole lot better.
Yeah. You can do that, man.
Well, I kind of made it with myself this year. The opener, it was like, the private places I got, we got a few presets hung around, and that's fine. They're good on certain winds and stuff like that. But I'm like, man, I've sat in the saddle enough this year. It's like I'm hunting on the ground, and that's just going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's like if I get a good wind to hunt somewhere, that's one thing. I'll go sit a stand. But other than that, I just I don't know. I got so wound up earlier this year, like I was telling you about. I was like, I got to get back to the fun of this. And that was when I was growing up. We ground hunted,
right?
Shotgun, still hunting through the woods, doing all that.
Yeah,
that's been the funnest part. Like I told you, I've seen 4 deer this gun season.
Right.
Actually sitting hunting. We drove the other day and I shot a buck, but it's just fun.
Right. Good change of pace after grinding for months.
Yeah, and it's when it's cold and you're slipping through there, and you feel like if the squirrels ain't barking, you're good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, I'm just here. When you're part of it, it's cool.
Right.
When you're walking through there and the leaves are crunchy and everything else, you're just like, yep, I need to go to Waffle House right now.
That's good, dude. Might go there after this is done. I'll tell you that.
It was so dry this year.
Oh my God.
I was trying creek access, everything to avoid them leaves. But
Actually, the day I shot mine was like one of those days where it had rained in the morning but stopped. So I had this bedding area picked out, and I knew that now was my chance with that wet leaf cover to get in there as quietly as could be. And it worked out. But yeah, we didn't get much of that. That's for sure.
No, it really didn't. Yeah, it seems like the last few years, like right around that middle November, we get a little bit of a wet period. But this year, it didn't even really last long. We had maybe 2 days of it,
right?
Something like that. During the rut, I'll slip around on the ground with my bow, and it's one of my favorite things is if I know they're in the bedding, I slip around and just try to sound like a deer,
Yeah.
Try to sound like a doe or a buck chasing a doe, whatever. And you can slip right there, and you can cover a lot of ground quick that way.
But I've heard of people doing that. I'd like to try it. I've never done it, so I have no confidence in it.
Stupid. Yeah. And then it actually works. And you're like, okay, there's something there's something to that.
Right.
Or better yet, if you got a bunch of turkeys on the place going through there and scratching, a couple steps, scratch here.
That's a good idea. True. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
As long as they can't see it, I think they use their nose more than anything, but their eyes around here, most of the places I hunt, they're not really using their eyes from their bedding. It's more of just sound.
Right.
Right. Like shit on public, most of the bedding areas that I know, they're literally within 200 yards of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like they hear you come in, and you can play that to your advantage if you get a windy day.
Yeah.
It's like,
Get some couch.
get a windy day, you can ease right in there, park, whatever. But
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go far normally.
no. The only problem is it's like a lot of the WMAs I hunt, you can't just pull over and park. So it's like you gotta hunt, you gotta park there, and it's like, do I park at that one and leave that totally open so somebody comes in here and then boogers it up, or do I just like put my truck there and kind of claim it? You know what I mean? It's like
The parking lot game is like the hardest thing.
100%. And inevitably you're gonna have somebody come in on you anyway. I had enough of that first week in November. That was the other part that drove me insane.
Just dealing with people.
Oh my God, I've never seen nothing like it. I mean, I've hunted the rut in Kansas the last 2 seasons. So
that
it's
ain't
like
as bad.
nah.
Really?
No, I mean, there's a lot of people out there, but it's big ground, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
I've always been the kind where it's like, if I see somebody in a parking lot, and same thing with turkeys. I do not want one that bad to go mess up somebody else's hunt.
Yeah.
I will just go to the next parking lot and try to strike one up there.
You can always find.
Yeah.
Like
100%. You know, if you know how to scout, you know how to read sign, which it's the woodsmanship thing is a lost art these days. And I'm not the greatest at it, and I will never say I am, but I do know how to get into them. You know, whether or not I screw it up, I'm probably gonna screw it up. But
more times than not.
Yeah, more times than not. But you can at least get into some deer.
Yeah, I feel like I hunt, I don't know, 12, 15 different public lands, and like some people are like, how do you keep track of it? But I can go somewhere, and if there's people or just adapt to a pressure, like somebody's realized there's a big one in this parcel, and 5 or 6 trucks every day. Like, all right, I'm on to a different deer and hunt that deer for a week. And
100%.
I mean,
and most of the time the deer wins, so you ain't really like. I got a couple buddies, and that's all they hunt is private, and they kind of laugh at me for hunting public a little bit, and I'm like, dude, honestly, like I said, the 2 oldest bucks I've ever shot have been on public. It's like that. My rule of thumb is if they make it to 4 years old on public, good luck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If he survived 4 seasons of getting chased around and shot at and maimed and whatever else, like good luck, man.
named.
He got 3 broadheads. He's got a 22 slug in his shoulder. He's got broken up 30 sticks in Shotgun County. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody threw a pitchfork at him back in October.
Split across the neck.
Tim Wells.
Yeah, like it's amazing what they go through. I had a buddy of mine growing up. He had a processing business down in Harwood, and he had a like a water jug that, you know, people keep their change in a water jug. He had that filled to the brim.
With broadheads,
broadhead slugs, like 22 bullets, all
crazy.
Anything that you can think would penetrate a deer.
Right.
Everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. I mean, well, in all fairness, like, yeah, I mean, I get like the broadhead thing. Like a lot of people take a lot of bad shots, but in all fairnest too,
I mean, some deer happens on a lot of deer,
and some deer are really tough. Prime example, that one I shot on private. I shot with a muzzleloader in the shoulder.
Right.
Found 1 drop of blood. Never found the deer.
Yep.
3 weeks later, I shot him with a bow and killed him.
How about that shit?
Yep. And I found the Sabbath slug in his shoulder, just underneath the skin, just for whatever reason.
Didn't expand and didn't penetrate.
Right. And it just went right underneath the skin. It had a big boil around it, and he lived. You know,
it's amazing what they can take. I mean, one of the reasons, going back to talking about shooting a lot of does, is like I really enjoy tracking.
Right.
Like that's my favorite part of it. If I didn't shoot the deer and have no emotional investment in that thing, like let me track it. I want to, you know what I mean? I love figuring that out. And it's amazing what they go through, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And I used to think that it's like, you know, if you pop cavity, they're dead. And there's a lot of truth to that, except the 1 out of 100 time that it's not. Right. It's like you've got a 2-inch hole on this side and a 2-inch hole on this side, and he's just walking around chasing does, eating, doing all kind of dumb shit.
That one lung shot, that's a tough one to find them on.
Oh,
you know, and they'll live from that.
100%. I had one of my best friends, Josh Lowry. He shot one of his biggest deer this year, and it ended up turning into kind of a debacle. Shot it at, I think it was 30 yards, whatever it was. Anyway, it was, I guess he was a little bit, pulled it somehow. And we were thinking because it wound up being 34. And he thought it was 29 or 30 or something. Whatever the difference was, we thought it was a low, like brisket type shot.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, the first 100 yards, it was just like, I mean, Ray Charles could have followed that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then led right to some CRP and then popped out the other side and not a drop of blood. And what had happened was he shot the deer. And, you know, he's killed some big deer. Like, he's very good at it. And he didn't even get down, nothing like that. Well, when he finally did get down, as soon as he like hit the bottom of the stand, there was does out over here. Well, the doe blew. So what ended up happening is buck was only bedded 100 yards away. He heard that, got up and started walking. From that first bed to where we found him with a drone was 900 yards, something like that. Walked there, did not run, just walking, liver shot.
Right.
And so we finally found him with the drone, and this was after that. You know, we searched everything high and low up close. It was like, well, he's not here. Let's at least try to track a little bit and try to get a line on him. So we finally get a line on him and finally find him, go back, backed out, go back in the next morning. And I had to fish. They went in and looked. They found his bed and then followed a little bit of blood, found another bed, and then disappeared. Had a dog guy come and, you know, had 3 different dogs. By that time, I don't know if the trail was muddied up. I don't really know how any of that works. But long story short, didn't find the deer, didn't get a bead on it. And it was just like, fuck. I mean, it's 156-inch, you know, 9-pointer. Like, I mean, and a good, like, I know they're all good, but like friggin' beer can, right. Just one of those deer. And so I forget, 3 or 4 days goes by, and the farm he hunts, his father manages it, and he just happened to look out and see buzzards circling around on the beachfront. Went down there, sure as shit. That was where he was.
Wow.
And total from the shot to the first bed, it was like 100 yards. To the second bed, it was 900. And that deer looped all the way back around. If you drew a straight line, it was 2.5 miles.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And he'd been dead for a while. So I'm sure it was one of those deals where he was on the neighbor's property, got permission to go try and get in there and try and get him.
Right.
And then the next morning, I guess the neighbors were hunting. So I don't know if they bumped him walking in. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what the deal was.
Right.
But yeah. 2.5 miles.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On a liver shot deer. And I mean, they don't live without their liver.
Right. Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is one of those shots. Like, you'll get them, but you got to wait a long time. So you don't.
100%.
But like,
and it fooled all of us. I've tracked a lot of them, and the blood. There was not 1 ounce of gut. There was not 1 ounce of dark red.
Right.
Nothing. It was just like, hey, we got.
That's what I was just about to say. Like,
he's got to be dead.
It's so hard to like distinguish that liver shot too. Like when you shoot them, because like, I mean, let's be honest. Like a lot of people black out. You know, every shot you think is every shot you think is a good shot, and like even if you saw it hit, like it may have looked like it was right behind the shoulder, but it only needs to be a few inches further back, and it's all liver.
Or
you know,
if his leg was forward on the opposite side,
Right.
it comes out.
Yep.
Back.
Yeah.
Like people don't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Well, before we wrap it up, I've been looking at your stuff here. So Marsh Billy, that's your business?
Yeah, it's my boat, man.
So talk about that a little bit. Go ahead and shout it out, promote it.
Yeah, man. Marsh Billy Charters. Opening up this year. I got a mailing list right now. We're gonna do some perch charters up the bay here. February, March time, gonna go down to the Chop Tank and fish all that lower Eastern Shore stuff. So do some perch fishing trips and planning on doing some flounder stuff down in Virginia.
Okay.
With it back in the marsh.
Nice.
Cool shallow water stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Find them a lot of times in 1.5 feet, 2 foot of water.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Lightweight jigging.
Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah.
You know. We ain't got much to do in the springtime now other than work on boats. So it's time to buy a boat and start working.
What is it?
It's a little 18-foot Scout. It's a smaller boat. I toyed with getting a bigger rig, but a lot of the stuff that I fish, especially down the lower shore, like I kind of need a tight boat. So, right. I mean, we're smaller groups. It's more of a guided trip than anything. 1 to 3 people type of deal.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can reach out to me on Instagram. My handle's Send the Dawg.
Send the Dawg.
Which it will be changed. I gotta get all my email things set up and everything else. But you can give me a message on there and get you right.
Cool. And you said you'll be running up here for perch?
Yeah. Yep. up out of Haverty Grace and bouncing around, kind of
There you go.
wherever.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it on the trailers, just that way we can go where the fish are. I'm not married to any home, any port, nothing like that. So
Cool.
play it by ear, see what the bite does, and go from there.
Don't let me catch you on my spot, man.
I own it.
Nah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. And I was like, I think I saw, because you're just starting that this year, right? I
Yeah.
think I saw you put a little bit of stuff on your story, and so
Yeah,
that-
try to pique
that's
a little
cool.
interest, and actually
The,
got way more than I thought. So
Yeah,
it was
no,
like,
that's-
well, cool.
That's sick, especially the shallow water fluke fishing.
Yeah.
Because like I do a lot of flounder fishing during the summer, but down at the beach, out in the ocean,
Mhm.
so we're doing deep stuff,
Yeah,
and it's fun. But catching them, like even down there, if you catch them up in like Rehoboth Bay
Yep.
area, it's like up in pot nets stuff in that area, like you get into some of those shallow ditches, like it's a lot of fun lightweight jigging. For
Oh,
them.
100%, dude. You sitting there and twitching along. You can watch them eat it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's damn near sight fish, and you can
Right,
fish them with
fair.
a fly rod, whatever. And I got a handful of fly guys that are ate up with it, and that's how they fish down there.
Man, you're catching them on fly rods.
It's badass.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Not
They'll-
not little ones neither. I mean, you catch little ones, but when there's
They'll come up to the top like that.
yeah,
Wow.
dude, we've caught them down. So we used to go down. Me and my dad, a buddy of his, had a place in Chrisfield. We used to go fish all the islands in June for speckled trout.
Mhm.
And it's all shallow water fishing points, whatnot. And,
Right.
fishing mirror lures and little top water plugs and stuff like that. And we've had 21 inch flounder hit top water plugs and 3 foot
Wow.
water.
Never heard of that. That's crazy.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
crazy. I mean, I know that like when you're jigging them like on the bottoms and deep stuff, like I know they'll follow it up and then they'll
Oh,
come
yeah.
back down, but I didn't think they'd actually come up and hit like a top.
Nah, they're a lot more aggressive than people think.
That is crazy. That's
If you ever do fish them in shallow water, like 4 or 5 foot of water, and you sit there, you get bit. That's the beauty thing about flounder.
Right.
You can never figure out when to set the hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you're trying to like get tight, and you keep feeling him nibble it, and like all of a sudden you look at your leader, and he's sitting up top swimming with it. Just
Wow.
I'm looking at you, and I can't. You don't even have the hook in your mouth. Yeah, you're like, come on, dude, just eat it, eat it. And then you're kind of grab your net, and you do one of them.
Yeah.
It never works. But anyway,
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, well, cool. I mean, if anybody wants to do that, hit you up, man.
yeah, man.
That's sick.
Yeah, we're doing that pretty much February to about April. And then we go right back to striper fishing May, June, July.
And what boat do you do that on?
Wild Goose Charters.
Wild Goose Charter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Deal, Maryland.
If somebody wants to book that, also message you or just
Yeah.
go through.
Yeah, you can message me, or you can get a hold of Jesse Bolton. It's 301-399-4625,
There you go.
I think.
It's good memory there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't remember anybody's number anymore.
It's the only thing I'm good at is numbers.
Fair.
And never the ones in my wallet.
yeah. Me neither. Awesome. Well, you got anything else, Jason, before we wrap it up?
I don't think. Hopefully, this last weekend and gone. Maybe something will die. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll
I'll
see.
try it.
Well, either that or it'll live and we'll find sheds.
Yeah. If it makes it past this weekend,
Game
things are looking up.
Yeah,
They're gonna
that's
live.
right. That's
Cool.
right.
All right. Well, cool. Again, thank you for coming up,
Yeah,
dude.
thank
I
you.
really
Thank you
appreciate
guys
it.
for having me, man.
Yeah.
This has been a ball.
Yeah.
Enjoyed
We'll get you back on, maybe in the springtime when you're catching fish, and we'll do a
Yeah.
little, find a little break or something, bad weather. You come up, and we'll talk about fish.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
I'm with it.
All right. Well, guys, this is the Upper Bay Podcast. Again, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, and after the new year, hopefully Apple Podcasts. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.